Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back once more then. So, we need to obviously just finish off these orders and get return delivered tonight, basically. So if it takes this stream, or potentially one later on, then I will do that. My super secret password. Not that it matters, at the end of the day. It's not like I need to worry about that. Right. So, we've issued orders for the Malayan campaign, really. I do want to actually figure out what I want sent. I mean, this is it. How do we approach this campaign? We are going to have to reinforce Mersing. That is... goddamn, I really find it irritating it starts over here. Right, yes. So, we do need to reinforce Mersing. Now, that would be... objective numero uno? Yes, Uno, like the card game. Then where else? We do need to secure these objectives over here for that sweet, sweet, delicious oil. Probably better now, well, sooner than later, as it would be nice to have some additional fuel and refineries working for us. This would prove to be a nice airbase. Palembang is going to be a pain in my arse. I think the thing is we really do have to concentrate on Singapore. Once Singapore falls in, we'll be able to secure the Dutch East Indies. But until that, it's going to be a very difficult thing. We do have sufficient force over here in Malaya to take Singapore. The issue is going to be making sure we have it concentrated, obviously once we cross over that bridge and into Singapore itself. We have to have everything move all at once. So if we take a look over here, we do have some forces at Johor Bahru, which is intriguing. Honestly, I expect them to retreat everything to Singapore, but this could work out to be of great use then. We can see he currently has 6,000 troops here, give or take. It's about 10,000 troops over here, give or take. Now, these guys obviously aren't going to be able to make it to Singapore, ideally. If we can beat the 4,980 troopers over here, then we do have a chance at breaking out. Currently, these men over here, the 124th Infantry Battalion, are set to, well, defensive combat. I'd say put them on bombardment, but they only have 7 guns, and yeah, 2 of them are 80 guns, 4 of them are howitzers, and yeah, it's nothing really amazing, is it? We are going to have to reinforce that. Okay. Fuel's a little bit low, just replenish some of that fuel around there. There we go, champion. Now, we do have 12,000 troops here. Obviously, not all of them are frontline troops. We do have some aviation engineers, engineers, construction, that sort of thing. We did lose a good lump of the actual fighting men, which does hurt. So we do have some potential options here. One of those potential options would be, we secure this area of surface shipping. And then what we could do is potentially load up a division, or potentially load up the Imperial Division from over here at Singapore, perhaps, or from Kota Bharu, and have that sail to Mersing. That would put them at some pretty hefty risk, but it would obviously save us a lot of time. I think we should be able to take care of this road here without much issue. Well, then again, it's probably tempting the devil, but we'll see, we'll see. Just make sure everybody has the correct orders. Yeah, like over here we're still targeting Victoria Point. We need to stop that. So stand down. Well, actually, I'll leave you on air attack, but just obviously rest. It's not going to be too bad of a thing to do. We do have some fatigue building over here, so it's probably for the best. Right, set all level bombers at the base. We do have some fighters over here, the Ki-27s of the 64th Sentai Detachment. 64th? Let's have a look. Hello there, Loco, my tacos. How you doing, my friend? Okay, we do have plenty of aviation engineers over here. It's going to take them a day or two to unpack, which will be fine. Once they're done, that'd be good. I mean, the issue is the port at Kota Bharu is very small. It's like, in reality, I'd want them to probably head over... well, really over here, but obviously that is some distance. The port capacity is 2 here, 2 here, 2. Bangkok... for Saigon has some repair shipyards, so that'd be worthwhile sending some ships too. But we'll get them into Kota Bharu, perform some, like, dockyard, well, not dockyard, but basically PSI repairs. That's cool. Awesome. Okay, now I could do with some destroying minesweepers actually heading towards Hong Kong. That would be very nice. Yeah, so we do have this task force over here, which could carry... How much could you carry? 2,220 worth of troops, which is not a whole lot. Definitely not a whole lot. We do have the Imperial Guard Division here. I do need some additional forces in this theatre. It's a shame that we lost those men at sea. It's going to slow us down somewhat, but we'll make do. I do have my seaplane carriers over here. I would very much like them to be elsewhere. Yeah, I would definitely like them to be elsewhere. I'm still unloading over here, which is good. So if we take a look then, what do we have here in terms of supply? So 30,000 tons of supply. We'll be capturing these bases shortly, which is good. I think we may want to consider just stopping the unloading for now. I mean, we are apparently unloading fuel. Fuel would probably be quite nice. Yeah. I think we should probably get moving, to be fair. I'm waiting here to unload another 7,000 tons of supply, but I could be elsewhere right now. We do have an option here. I could load some troops up to drop them off over at Leyte, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's worth it at this moment in time. Now, the weather... Let's have a look. Right. You know, I'm not entirely sure what P stands for. Ah, partly cloudy, okay. So partly cloudy weather here. Clear skies over this way. We do have a mix of thunderstorms over here. Right. Clear weather in the south. But partly cloudy over here, which is obviously going to inhibit air power. If we take a look over at Malaya, you can see that's clear weather all the way over here, which is obviously going to mean a lot of air activity. The thing that we can take into consideration is the range of the biplanes. So what we'll do then is bring that up. Just load up the actual tracker here so we can get some information. Really what we need is just figure out what their range is. I don't think it's actually anything massive, so I think we'll be safe for the most part. Which would be quite nice. Okay, here we go. Now, aircraft comparison. So, torpedo bomber. What's up there, Carl? How you doing, my friend? Okay, so take a look at the swordfish over here then. So we can see its range. Range. Right. So at most, it's about 8 hexes. 6 here normally, so at most... I'd say probably at most 6 hexes. We'll take a look at the wildebeest. About 4 hexes or 5 hexes, potentially with the drop tank, yeah, potentially 8 or 9. We'll assume at maximum 8 then. That's what we'll assume. So we'll bring the game back up. Yeah, indeed, you did hear biplanes. Okay, so from Singapore. Yeah, so Kota Batu would be just out of range. Singora and Patani definitely out of range. So that's quite good. We actually have them really their range limit being about here. And that's assuming that they do have drop tanks for their biplanes. If not, yeah, they're definitely not going to reach anything. That's good news. Most of the ships will be out of the way. We can expect to lose this in the following turn, which really is going to hurt. But, yeah, it's a loss of 64 guns, which is bloody annoying. I will not abide to the guidelines. Right. Yeah, they'll be moving out of range shortly. Hello there, Dictator Polar Bear-san. Okay. Let's just make sure everybody has their actual orders here. So you're performing naval search, well no you're not. Fighters, long range combat air patrol. I'm actually going to have them on a shorter range one. The reason being, yeah, we can expect some more B-17s to be coming and knocking. Right, rest. Rest. Yep, okay. Resting. We do have some other aircraft over here, so we have some A5 M4 Claudes that are obviously doing some R&R. I do have some additional reconnaissance planes over here. I'm going to move them on up to Kotoboru. There we go. What we'll do then is turn off the other types, just have the actual reconnaissance. Right then, I do need to make sure I'm actually producing these reconnaissance planes, because they are hella useful. Okay. Right, yeah. So I want them about 10,000 feet here. Perhaps we do a little bit of reconnaissance over Singapore, potentially. I'm not entirely convinced on that one. There's supposedly 9 enemy units here. Our airfield's heavily damaged. What I'll do is I'll have them set to reconnaissance, just basically let them do as they wish. I just need to have some information around the area. Actually, you know what, might as well have them targeted. 7 AM, but I finally catch a stream. What's up there, Shannon? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm streaming a lot early due to the fact that I'm bloody off work at the moment for like the next 2 weeks, so I've got a lot more time than I usually would do. And currently spending a lot of that playing Warhammer 2. Vladimir Singh. Let's do some reconnaissance over Johor. Would be nice to see some reconnaissance over Singapore, but I think that'd be risking it a little bit. Right, yeah, currently you don't have any actual settings. There we go. 20%. Lovely jubbly. Yep, Johor. You're in naval reconnaissance. Very good, very good. Okay, so I do have another element of the 143rd. Is it 143rd here? 124th, okay. I need to find their constituent, elements. So we have some over here, we have some over here, we have some over here. Would be worth it to actually link them all up to actually form a full-on division, I think, perhaps? Right, that'd be nice. I do need to have this defended, however, this rail line, just in case. Okay, Thai aviation. Yeah, they do provide some good support there. I do need them. Do I need them here? Possibly not. I'd like to actually put some troops in Bangkok. We do have some troops crossing over here, which would be nice. I do have a bunch of aviation engineers here. I do have a 3rd air headquarters too. Okay. Right, put 20% there. Okay. They're currently training. What is their armament? So it's either 250 kilogram general purpose bomb or, yeah, that's really pathetic. That ain't gonna do shit. Okay. Over here we have a couple of actual transports, of course. Right, set you to rest. Resting and resting. That's good. That's good, yeah. Okay, we do have our forces moving out over here, which is fantastic. Could I actually create some midget subs here? I could potentially do that. I could create some PT boats. Yeah, probably not worth chasing these motor torpedo boats. I think they'll die eventually. Right, yeah, we are moving up the road construction, basically the actual construction units over to Shanghai. I could do with a naval headquarters down here at Hong Kong, and we'd have to take a look at how we can achieve that. Right. There we go. So yes, how are we going to find a actual naval headquarters is the question. Let's actually take a look at our convoys and see if we have any additional ones. We should do, which is good. Okay, actually, what do we have here? Troop transport. We do have these guys who are loading resources right now. I do have these patrol boats. Okay. Okay. What we'll do then is give them an actual patrol pattern. So I'd say start about there. Move it to about here-ish. And then just outside of Shanghai. Okay. Right. You're currently not doing anything. Fatigue's actually no issue here. The plane... Okay, so they're equipped with torpedoes and either that or 250 kilogram bombs, about 2 of them, so nothing really spectacular. Torpedoes obviously amazing. Okay. I think it might be worthwhile having them just run some naval attack. So the pilots here, naval bombing, so naval torpedo. Yeah, we do have some very, very good. I think what we'll do then is release the most experienced pilot. There we go. I'm actually going to release 2 of those into the actual pilot training pool. Okay, so have them run this training, have them run it obviously down at the required altitude. Okay, I do have transports over here. These guys obviously need to rest so that they can be made usable. Running escort training. That's fine by me. I do have 12 of these aircraft. They're currently running ASW patrol. Yeah, about 1,000 feet or lower. Okay. I do have myself some reconnaissance over here. Let's actually have that moved over to Hong Kong. Oh, can't move there due to restrictions. Okie cookie. We are seeing increasing amounts of enemy activity over here. Let's get the pilots they need. I can give you some actual planes from the reserve. They're currently using drop tanks. I don't need them to use drop tanks. What I'm going to tell them to do is obviously increase this combat air patrol. Yeah, so they can reach all this area in the black. The Battle of Yichang is continuing. Okay. So we do have our division here then. The 35th Division is going to begin the attack over here, as we really start to bump up operations in preparation for the attack at Changchao. Okay. Right, just for the most part. Tell everybody to move. Okay. Then what I'm going to do here is... So I have a brigade. Tell them to stay in this position. Reason for that is obviously I need to hold Anyang. Yeah, we'll have those units begin to move. I do have 2 divisions over here that are moving out, as well as the artillery. What's up there, Cursor? How you doing, my friend? Have you become a general in the Austrian military yet? Okay, over here at Fusan, I was basically unpacking. I do want these AA defenses. I am actually going to have them moved. Probably better off doing that by naval transport. Yeah, so I do have an element of shipping engineers. That base does have a garrison requirement, annoyingly. Right, I do need to build up the actual airfield here. Actually, that's quite a good airfield. Mate, when you make it to General, do let me know. I'd like to have an invitation over there. That would be pretty awesome. Thank you. Right, how about we get some actual reconnaissance going? That'd bloody well help, wouldn't it? Okie dokie. What do they have in terms of guns? 359. Right, run the reconnaissance here, then once we have some actual information, I can obviously start... Actually, you know what? What we need to do then is run reconnaissance over Changsha, so we can actually figure out what he has at the airfield, and then we can bomb the ever-living hell out of it. Sounds good, yeah? Yeah, sounds good. Does good, yeah. Okay, over Changsha. Units are moving. Moving and grooving. I would like to potentially have some additional reinforcements here. I do have forces moving up. Yeah. Ah, dear. They're going to go into combat. Right, well, put them in combat mode. That'd help. You know, I'd really rather not risk having an actual shock attack, so I'm going to actually delay that order significantly. I'll tell this force over here then to just go with a bombardment so we can gauge their strength. Right, over here at Shanghai. I do have me some naval search. Sweet, sweet. But what I'm going to do is actually tell them to go into reconnaissance. Bump this up. Right, I'm going to give them a target of the city over here. I'd like some information on that. Thank you. Float planes. Okay. Moving some resources across here, which is going to be good. Right, I'm going to have these actual craft move to... Where do we want to fly from? Do we want to fly from Hong Kong or Canton? Canton has size 4, Hong Kong has size 4, but I imagine Canton has the aviation support. What is the airfield like? Yeah, the airfield's currently over. It's limited at the moment. I do have this Ki-44 Tojos. They would be very handy down here by Saigon. And yeah, they definitely would be. Okay, I'm going to have them shifted to Saigon. If they can reach. Right, can't reach due to the weather. Okay, okay. Or even, do we have them actually operate in the center of China? That's probably not a bad idea, considering we won't be facing... Well, then again, I'd like to shoot bombers down. They're definitely good against bombers. So I'll have them move over here, first and foremost, and then we can transfer them to Saigon. Yep, all of them are good to go. Superb. No damage to the planes. Awesome, awesome. That's what I like. Okay. Why am I looking at Hankow? I should be looking at Canton. Right, there we go. I was just thinking, yeah, that's rather strange. Okay, so I have some bombers over here. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do then is have you actually redeploy to Hankow? No, guess not. Okay. Right, just have you stand down for the moment. Just recover. Then we'll have you transferred. Reconnaissance. Yeah, obviously we don't need that reconnaissance over Hong Kong anymore. Right, yeah. Run me some reconnaissance over Hong Kong. You, my friend. Whoops. Target this area here. I think this is where we're bombing anyway. Mm-hmm. '82nd. What is your actual bomb like? Oh god, that... Then again, I suppose 400 kilograms isn't that bad. It's not great. I mean, that's... It's not great. Let's put it that way. It's just not great. Righto. What I'm going to do then is have you transferred to Hong Kong. Reduce the actual bloody strain on Canton's airfield. Yeah, there we go. You're super, super happy now. Might transfer the actual transportation aircraft from Formosa over to Hong Kong. We could really do with actually having some supplies dropped off at Ichang. Though, whether that's doable is another question. Okay, the division is nowhere near. It's going to take some time for it to obviously arrive. But once it's there, we'll take back the actual settlement quite easily. So what we'll do then is set that objective to Huainan. What do I have here then? I do have some float planes. Actually, I'm going to have them rebase to Shanghai. $3,000 feet. Okay. Right then. Right, just transfer you out for the time being. Well, actually, what we can do here is go back there. Don't need to do that. Whoops. Right, request veteran. Eesh. Actually. No, trash. Just put you in there anyway. Okay. Mm-hmm. It may take them some time to actually go into the reserve, so we'll wait for that then. Okay, so supplies are moving now. Okay, super awesome. Head back to Sapporo. Boy, do I wish I renamed them. Okay, load these resources. Unloading. Unloading. I do have a bunch of destroyers here. That's quite nice. What we're going to do then is actually have them head over here. Not to here, to Wakanai. Yeah, port capacity 3 is pretty good. Right, have them head up that way. Their purpose is really going to be ensuring security in the northern regions here. I do have myself a auxiliary aircraft tender. What is it looking like then? So we obviously have our search planes. Range is rather poor, but possibly better than anything. It depends really, is he going to try and sneak out this way? Unknown. Yeah, we do have some aviation, which is nice. Alright, disband you into the actual port. Oiler. On his way. What I'm going to do then is have that actually head over to Ominato. Over here at Tokyo. Takakazi. A bunch of troop transports actually. Gonna come in handy. That would be if I had troops to move without spending political points. Which we don't. I don't really want to spend too many as of yet. Right, let's take a look at these units. There's Guard Division. Right, they're all actually here in Tokyo. Oh, ETA 516 days. Yeah, 61st Division. Mm-hmm. I really don't have a whole lot of choice here. Actually, what was that? Chiba, okay. Right. You're unloading currently. Those are some pretty nice tankers. Right, have them start loading fuel. I can use them to obviously refuel the Marshall Islands and etc. Okay, we do have these forces here. Yeah, the 16th soul in this transport. Right. Oh, there's so many fucking supplies. Hmm. Okay, bugger it, we'll start moving them out. We also have some aviation engineers, which is very nice. Where do we want to move them? Hmm. I think for the moment we'll have them head towards... I mean, I could have them head towards Midway, but they're not going to do a huge amount, are they? No, probably a waste of time doing that. What we'll do then is... I could even have them used out here, to be fair. You know, that would be quite nice for us to actually take control of Brunei. Well, Miri. We'll have them head to Miri. Take on the... Takakazi. Takakazi. Replenish from port. Yeah, there we go. So we have ourselves here 2 auxiliaries. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, okay. We'll have them head down that way. "25 days. Right, start... No, not loading fuel here. Head to Nagasaki to load fuel. A whole bunch of transports there. Oh, no, not that. Right, okay. So I do have 4th Division. Do I want that sent to the Philippines? Possibly. It's going to be one of these, isn't it? Hmm. Right, we'll begin loading the 4th Division. I know it's not going to actually be able to handle it all. Low troops only. Probably better waiting for the additional transport. Do have one over here. Pretty damn good capacity. I am going to nab myself 2 of these patrol boats. They're going to head... Yeah, going to head over to Nagasaki, link up with the rest of the troop transports there. Reinforcements heading out this way. Could probably do with some fortifications here. Doubt they'll be ready, but an enemy unit is coming. Right, there's a whole bunch of resources there. Okay. Right, so, orders in China then. Obviously, these forces over here, I don't think I'd be able to beat them. We have our forces moving from Hong Kong. These guys are going to start moving towards Sema. Eventually to get some resources here, some supplies I should say. We are going to be taking a look at taking Midway. From Midway, we are going to then, I believe, make a push towards Fiji. Which is going to be brave, don't get me bloody wrong, that's going to be brave. Depending on the actual resistance there, I mean, I could do with some actual... See, this is why we need the seaplane carriers, because they do have a whole bunch of reconnaissance. Alright, cancel that unloading. Okay, I'm gonna have you basically low threat tolerance. Gonna give you your destination as truck. Then we can start working our way out. At least we'll have Baby Kita Butai, which will be reinforced by 2 escort carriers later, so we'll have eventually 2 fleet carriers, 2 escort carriers, 2 light carriers in this area, which we're definitely going to need carrier support. I think the game plan over here is we take Midway, then we progress down towards Fiji, from Fiji to the Dutch East Indies. At least then we are continuously working on something. We are aware of American ships out this way. Right. Say your home port as Kawalajin, Kawalalalala, and have you head there. Stuck without a paddle, but we'll have you home eventually. Yeah, you're moving out there. That's actually a formidable naval fortress unit. Those are some big guns. Now then, what's our fuel level like over here? We have 19,000 tons of fuel. I do have some submarine auxiliaries here, which is very nice. Okay. I think we have to accept the fact that we aren't going to find any American carrier out this way. So I'm going to have them return to Kawalajin Island, how the fuck you say it. Have them refuel, rearm. We'll send them back out then. To be fair, you do have some decent range. Was it you? You? Yeah, you still have some decent range. So instead, I think I might have you join the blockade. Or we might have you cover Palmyra. I think probably covering Palmyra might be a good idea. Then again, could have you head towards Australia. We'll have you head over to Australia. Or, you know what, I'd rather have you patrol around Fiji. So you head to Fiji. I think the ones with the actual fuel to do so, I'll have head towards Fiji. At least in this area, we'll still have submarines heading out in this area, so at least if there's a small chance we find a carrier, we still have something out this way. So we're going to start sending submarines to Fiji then. Idea being we patrol these shipping lanes. Start patrolling this area in a heavy way. You do still have a search plane, which is great. Right, you head down this way as well. You're not far from Fiji, which is quite nice. And the good news is we could also have them move into the Australian waters should we choose to. But we do need to refuel our submarines. Then they can head back out. The mission is around Fiji just to make sure that no additional reinforcements make it through. Also get an idea of what the enemy's resistance would be like. Because I have no idea what it could be like. Right. You're obviously on the way back. You're heading out. You are gonna follow... Yep. You're gonna link over Kitabutai. Okay. Change truck. Actually. I do need some actual forces out here just for defense. You wouldn't believe how amazingly handy submarines are. Right, you're heading over here to pick up some supply. Okay. Yep, ideally it should be. I do need to start having these forces head out. But I think what we should do is link up first and foremost. I think I was looking at this one beforehand, wasn't I? Yeah. I'll have them link up first and foremost, and then at least we're going to hit as one solid task force rather than two separate. Midway should be fun. Then also we'll have Kidabutai in the area. I'm very much aware that there are enemy forces around here. The role of Midway is going to be basically refueling submarines at that position. We'll get some submarine tenders as well, just to have them rearmed. Okay. I need to patrol out this way. Do you have a search plane? You do not. Hello there, Artem. How you doing, my friend? Right. Submarine here. Submarine over here. You're heading up that way. I think I'd probably be better off patrolling his ports down here. I could have an AMC just really patrol the area to the north. But I think this is where we really need to be patrolling down this way. Now, well, yeah, it does have a repair shipyard. 91. I think we'll patrol around San Francisco. Okay, linger there. Then linger just further off the coast. Basically, I want them to move around. Yeah, our submarines are spotted over here, but they will be moving. Okay. So. Base Force and Engineers. You're heading out towards Malaya. We'll have you given an escort at some point. They're going to move out. Do have a bunch of destroyers over this way. There's a ship moving here. Submarines are going to be patrolling this area. We have our patrol planes over this way. It would be nice to secure Johnson Island, but that is very close to Midway. It's even, well, sorry, very close to Pearl Harbor, even closer than Midway. But I think it'd ultimately not be worth it. At least if we secured Suva, we do have some resource production here, which is okay. It's a shame that we don't have a light industry, otherwise we could have actually produced resources, well, supplied locally, but oh well. Pago. Is going to be an interesting target. It's worth quite a lot. I mean, Suva's worth a lot. I mean, yeah, there's about 600 victory points here. Yeah, like 606 or something in this area. It would be very nice to take control of this actual port, and considering its decent size and airfield is quite good. I'd actually do a lot better having you up this way, though you are running quite low on fuel. What we'll do then is we'll have you patrol the Torres Strait, just outside of Port Moresby actually. Which I would like to take. I think what we may do then is potentially realign our assets in the area and really decide what we want to go for. If we take a look, Port Moresby, good air capacity for an airbase. Yeah, the plan is going to be securing the Dutch East Indies by 1942, really. That's what we need to manage. If we don't, yeah, it's going to be a difficult circumstance. So right now we need to be rearmed. Oh, yeah, you took quite a lot of damage, didn't you? Put you down to cruise speed. Non-botanicals, there's no chance of... yeah, just have you actually head to Takao. Then again, you are burning, so... yeah, she's not having a great time. That's for certain. Hmm. Expansion's going pretty quickly there. Do we actually have some shipyard repair here as well? Wow, we actually do. That's fantastic. Okay, so the shipyard repair is expanding over here at Tokyo as well. Be able to use that to convert ships in the future. Okay. Loading resources here. Almost done. Hmm. There we go. Now I need to find myself some destroyer minesweepers. That'll do. Have that meet up the Pescadores Island. Are we getting those torpedo boats out of Hong Kong so you can repair and rearm ships? Well, what we need to do is we also need to clear the mines out this way. These motor torpedo boats are going to basically leave. I think we should have naval... No, we won't have a naval gunfire. I don't know, we might have... I don't think so. But, yeah, we'll get them out when we can. Okay, have these guys return to the pool. I think you'll have them leave anyway. Where the heck am I destroying minesweepers? Or just minesweepers in general would be quite nice at this point. Right, coastal minesweepers. I could probably get them through. Oh. And Jones saying great. But I'll have them move over to Shanghai. Okay, disband. Disband. So far, 157 ships in dock, increasing. These are basically the ones that weren't really fit for purpose. I'll find a way to use them in the future. as we'll basically convert a bunch of them. Potentially I'll just use them to really pick up slack. Huge amount of them. 100 tankers now. Let's have them all in the same task force just so we know where they are. These bad boys will come in handy in the future. And the Satyr is actually worth quite a lot due to the fact that she can actually replenish. Basically, refuel ships while moving. So we'll have her fueled up and ready. Mine light tender. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready for the next turn. So what I'll do then is I'll just go over things just basically off cam and make sure everything is ready to go. And yeah, I'll be ready to submit the turn tonight. So, fantastic. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. It should be a very eventful turn. Coming up soon. Probably arrive next weekish, maybe. Maybe less, maybe whatever. But we'll see. So we'll have to decide really how we want to do these things. It's going to be a rather quiet turn compared to the ones previously. We won't be able to hit any of these ships this turn as we don't have the torpedoes, but ideally next turn we will have those available. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope to see you again in the future. Goodbye for now.